Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Car News. It's Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Let's do some freaking news. Now before we begin, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. That way you can keep up to date with everything that's going on in the automotive industry, and don't forget to like the video. It really helps. So first up, let's talk about the new Ford F-150 Lightning, Ford's fully electric pickup truck. So it looks like the F-150 Lightning is going to have the first vehicle-to-grid charger. What that means is basically the F-150 Lightning is a Tesla Powerwall with wheels. So not only can owners charge the truck, to charge the truck in downtimes, they can also use the truck to power their house in like peak times. So it literally is a Tesla Powerwall that you can drive. This is really, really cool. So far, the F-150 Lightning has 120,000 pre-orders. And if you opt in for this charging system, you can basically divert energy back into the grid, and most of the time your power company will give you either credits or just pay you for the energy that you put back into the grid. This feature is going to be called Charge Station Pro, and it's the first charging system on an EV to use all the pins in the CCS1 type plug. So using this system, the truck will be able to deliver just under 10 kilowatts of power back into the home, which is about the standard power usage of a standard home. So through this charging system, the Lightning will be able to deliver just under 10 kilowatts of DC power, which is more than enough to run your average American home. Powering the home, the instant that switchover happens, the owner will get a notification on their Ford MyPass app that will tell them that the home is switched to battery power, and the owner can set things like limits for the battery. So let's run the house off the battery until it has 20% charge or whatever. So this is a really, really cool feature, and I don't know of any other EVs that have this feature enabled, especially like when I say that, like a direct current to run a house. Ford is stepping up the game, and that Lightning, I think, is going to be a serious contender when it's released. So this story is kind of unique, and it has to do with Volkswagens and dress codes. Stick with me here. Recently, the Volkswagen ID.4 has launched in China, but it had a very slow start. In the first 2 months, only about 1,200 were sold. For contrast, the Tesla Model Y sold over 6,000 units in its first 2 months in China. Now, there are a lot of theories as to why the Volkswagen kind of had a slow start. And one of the more unique theories actually comes from an analyst by the name of Daniel Schwartz. His theory, and there is some data to back this up from like secret shoppers, his theory is that the Volkswagen salespeople dress too conservatively as opposed to the other electric car companies like Tesla, who dress in a more casual or relaxed manner. And when you think about it, it really makes sense. If you were to, show up to an exotic car dealership in like a t-shirt and shorts, the salespeople may not take you seriously. And likewise, if you show up to a dealership where the salespeople are dressed to the nines to sell you a Volkswagen, you may feel a little stifled. You may feel a little, I don't want to say intimidated, but it just may not seem inviting or natural. Whereas if you go to a Tesla showroom, for example, they're all business casual, like polo shirts and like khaki pants and that sort of thing. It's a little more relaxed, a little more personable. That makes sense. So I just think it's funny that employee dress code is a theory as to how a car didn't launch properly. All right, let's talk Tesla. And we're going to talk about the Model Y again and the Gigafactory in Shanghai. This isn't confirmed, but it does appear that Tesla is reaching its 1,000 Model Y a day production goals, which is pretty insane. To put that into perspective, the production numbers for the Model 3 were 800 a day. Back in July, Tesla exported more than 8,200 Model Y, and that number is expected to increase. And like we've just covered a couple days ago, thousands of the made-in-China Model Ys made their way into Europe, and deliveries are starting basically now. So this is pretty exciting. It seems that the Gigafactory in Shanghai is really putting in some work. So recently, Dodge announced that it will also be joining the EV car game, but they said that they're not making electric cars. Dodge is going to make American e-muscle. Now, Dodge's switch to electric cars is cause for concern for their traditional customer base, but Dodge is aware of this. To keep the enthusiasts at bay, in the next few months, Dodge will be kind of laying out their roadmap for the next few years and what their lineup will begin to look like. So far, we know that Dodge plans on releasing a plug-in hybrid in 2022 and a fully electric e-muscle car in 2024. It also seems like they're going to be releasing an electric performance concept due out next year. Dodge's CEO Tim Kuniskis says that if it's done right, the move could actually broaden Dodge's customer base. They're saying that what they're going to offer in the future will improve on their performance brand, but in an eco-friendly way. So I guess we'll see how that pans out. Is tire smoke eco-friendly? Now, according to Kuniskis, the heart of the muscle car market is between the $40,000 and $50,000 range. He didn't confirm or deny that the e-muscle car would be in that range, but he does say, and I quote, "We know who our customer is, we know what our customers are looking for, and we're targeting exactly what we need to do." Sounds like he has it figured out. Someone actually asked him how much horsepower this new e-muscle car would make, and he said, and again, I quote, "You want a Hellcat with 1,200 horsepower? I can give it to you. It won't be any faster than the one you got because all you're going to do is spin the tires. I don't know what the horsepower is going to be, but trust me, we won't disappoint you." Cautiously optimistic about the new Dodge EV. If I'm completely honest, I guess I've kind of lost interest in the Dodge lineup as of late. The Hellcat, the Red Eye, all these performance versions of all their cars are incredible, and they have lots of horsepower, but I don't know, they just don't really do a lot for me specifically. So I'm really interested to see what Dodge can do with an electric muscle car, and I think there is a great opportunity there for some serious performance. So bring it on, Dodge. Show me what you got, dude. So recently, Acura dropped the NSX Type S, which is basically the final version of this current generation of NSX. It's, of course, the twin-turbo V6 that has the 3 hybrid electric motors. It's an incredibly quick car, super sharp. This new Type S version, is kind of like the penultimate, version. It's got a new body kit and some new features and whatnot. So there are some people that are speculating that this might be the very last NSX. Maybe they're retiring the name. But the vice president of Acura, John Ikeda, said basically, we make an NSX when we want to say something. The first version was naturally aspirated, V6. The second version was a twin turbocharged, hybrid. So I guess it stands to reason that Acura might be cooking up a fully electric NSX as the next version. I think that's awesome. I think it's incredible. Of course, the first NSX was the naturally aspirated V6. Ayrton Senna had a hand in apparently designing that vehicle. Then the twin turbo V6 hybrid NSX came along, and the sales on that car weren't incredible. Only 128 cars sold in 2020, to be exact. But they apparently don't make the NSX as a way of turning a profit. It's more about it's brand centric, right? It's an exercise, and this is what we can do, that kind of thing. So I think that the potential of there being an all electric NSX is exciting. I'm really thrilled, honestly, that all of these automakers are kind of jumping onto this EV train so quickly. And it really just, I think this is an incredible time to be a car nerd. It's we still have the heritage stuff, we have the gas powered stuff, and now we have the insane performance potential of electric cars. And what will the market look like? What will being a car enthusiast look like 10, 20, 30 years from now? So yeah, again, Acura, you too, bring it on. Show us what you got. So our friends over at The Drive are saying that Saudi Arabia now own a 30% share of Pagani. Apparently they want to branch out from making just cars and moving into kind of the lifestyle market, apparently. It's apparently an initiative called Pagani Arte. It's art with an E at the end. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that horrifically. So, and of course, it's going to be more than just like car parts to turn into art kind of thing. Apparently, this is going to be an ongoing initiative that Saudi Arabia is taking to kind of improve their government and so on and so forth. But it also does mean that Pagani now have the funding to kind of put more research into a new power plant of some sort. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the AMG-derived twin-turbo V12 that it has been, at least in the Huayra, since 2012. So this is pretty cool, pretty exciting. Maybe it'll be a completely in-house bespoke power plant that's hybrid assisted. Who knows? Pagani is one of those brands that's just like, you know, it's as much art as it is engineering. It's kind of equally astonishing in both realms. So cool. I mean, Horacio Pagani still has and the Pagani family, they still have the controlling stake in the company. So all right. What do you think the new Pagani is going to have under the hood? Will it be a totally gasoline-powered monster? Will it be hybrid, or do you think it'll be fully electric? My guess, personally, is that it'll be hybrid-assisted in some way. So, man, the cars just keep getting faster and faster, and these companies just keep getting more and more funding and doing more than just making cars. I'm curious to see what happens. And last but not least, an update on the Ford Maverick. It looks like they have surpassed 100,000 reservations. That's insane. I definitely think that the mini truck market is about to come back, and I think the Maverick is the one to do it. So the pre-orders for this little truck, LA has the greatest number of pre-orders, and right behind it in second place is right here where I am, Orlando, Florida. So I will definitely have a chance to see these things buzzing around on the road. It'll be really nice to have the option to, you know, have a pickup truck that isn't the size of an F-150 or you know, any of the GMC offerings or a Dodge Ram or anything like that. It'll be about the same size as maybe a Ford Fusion, maybe a little larger. You know, the standard hybrid powertrain, which is you know, aiming for 40 miles a gallon in a pickup truck. I mean, easy to move, easy to park. You know, easy to buzz around in traffic. I think these are going to be just fantastic trucks. I can't wait to see them. I don't know. I kind of have considered maybe turning my Ford Ranger into a project truck and grabbing a Maverick so that I can just still have a truck. What do you think? What should I do? Should I get a Maverick? I'm thinking I might get a Maverick. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Again, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's completely free. So, you know, use that information as you will. Don't forget to like the video. Find all of our social information down in the description. We'll see you tomorrow.